Now, just to give you guys a bit of backstory about where the Diamond MMA Jock shorts came to be on the channel. Now, initially, there wasn't meant to be a video about these. Diamond MMA were kind enough to reach out to us, tell us a little bit of backstory about the company, why they felt that there was a need to create a jock system like this. And they wanted to initially just send us out a pair so we could try them out and just give them feedback on what we thought. Now, when we received them, of course, first thing I did after using them for a couple of times was post a picture on them on Instagram. And essentially my inbox exploded with a lot of questions about the most comfortable jock we'd ever worn, the most protective one we'd ever worn. A lot of you wanted to find out more information about it because it sounds really naive, but I just didn't know so many players were experiencing the same thing that I was, with super uncomfortable jocks that were out there. The actual cup itself constantly moving and shifting, and for lack of a better words, your meat and two veg. If you're British, you'll know exactly what I mean by that statement, but put two and two together. Your meat and two veg will sometimes get crushed by the cup, or one of your vegetables will pop out of the cup, and I can't describe the pain of getting hit when that happens if you've never experienced it. Aside from it being incredibly unsafe, no one should have to play a sport like that, especially a sport like hockey. So I posted an image of these shorts, gave you a bit of feedback in the actual post of the image, and you guys wanted a video. So we actually reached out to Diamond MMA to be able to make this video today, to be able to kind of give you a breakdown of what these jocks are all about and why there's such a massive improvement on the jocks and shorts and cups that the majority of players out there are using today. Now, one of the features that puts these jocks above any others that we've used or seen is going to be their patented 4-strap system. You can see the 2 straps on the back over there that work in unison with 2 more straps on the inside that essentially fastens and secures this jock to your body and prevents it from moving, sliding, or slipping in any ways that would compromise your comfort and your protection. This patented 4-strap system is essentially an ergonomic design that provides unparalleled protection against high-impact hits or pucks, and it works incredibly well. It's a bit tricky to get it on, I have to say that. Most jocks that you use are like boxers or shorts. You literally just slip your feet in, pull them straight up, and you're done. These need a little bit more finessing. Of course, you need to make sure the straps are facing the right way. You want to make sure that they're not tangled or coiled. Pull the straps up at the back behind your bum as you're getting them on. But once they're on your body, they don't move and they are wildly comfortable. So all of that essentially means that these jocks are designed to fit snugly against your body without compromising on your comfort and maneuverability on the ice. They definitely do that. Now, I know a lot of hockey players are going to say, if these things are so good, why aren't NHL players using it? Now, I've touched on why that can happen in a lot of videos, but that's actually not the case with these. They have been cleared by the NHL, and there are multiple teams in the NHL today that are using this. So a lot of people do like to base what they get on if the top-end pros are using it, and these are definitely no exception. And of course, if you know a little bit about the company, if you go on their website, you'll see that a bunch of MMA players are also using these as well. Now, it's safe to say that people in MMA are going to be taking a lot more hits than hockey players. So if these are good enough for the MMA players, we know for sure that they're going to be good enough for ice hockey players. Now, from there, we've got to talk about one of the most important parts of this. We've talked about how the actual jock fastens to your body, but we also need to talk about the athletic cup inside. This is the thing that's going to be protecting the most important part of your lower body. Now, what we have over here is a cup that features a custom designed geometry that deflects and distributes forces while its proprietary blend of polymers absorbs impacts. That's a lot of fancy words, but essentially what we have over here is something that's going to be able to distribute the forces and impacts that you sustain on the ice from hits, whether it be from pucks, from stick slashes, pretty much anything that you can think of on the ice. It's going to deflect that away from the family jewels and keep you safe on the ice. And most importantly, this is one of the best features that I've seen on this Diamond MMA Athletic Cup that I've not seen on anything else. Aside from the fact that the jock secures it in place and it will not shift, your jewels won't pop out, they won't get crushed. It also doesn't dig into your groin or your inner thigh, which is the biggest deal for me. This whole edging around here is soft. It's incredibly soft. It kind of reminds me of like the D3O material. It's just very, very comfortable for this to be flush against your body. While it sits where it sits, the sides, the edges don't dig in, they don't cause you discomfort. The whole thing is incredibly malleable, but most importantly, it's incredibly protective at making sure everything inside it stays safe. But the edging not digging into the sides of your thighs is a big, big deal for me. And one of the reasons why this is essentially going to be the jock system and also the athletic cup that I use from here on out. One of the big things with all of the other jocks that I've used is if they fit your body securely, they're a little bit too tight. If they don't, they're a little bit too loose, and this cup constantly shifts and just doesn't offer the comfort and protection that it needs. And on top of that, having the actual cup itself dig into the sides of your inner thighs or your groin is super uncomfortable. And if it doesn't do that, then I always find that something always manages to slip or pop out when I'm stretching on the ice, when I'm either trying to block a shot, even when I'm just warming up. I can feel everything moving around, and sometimes the family jewels slide out, which is just not what you want on the ice. This athletic cup and the Jock system has been one of the biggest improvements that I've seen in this area of protection in hockey for decades. Now, without this sounding like too much of an ad, I think it's really important to mention that Diamond MMA also offer you a lifetime warranty. That's typically something that you don't see in hockey, somebody giving you a lifetime warranty with something. And I think that really, really speaks to what these guys have created and essentially how confident that they are that this system is going to do exactly what they say that it will do for an incredibly long period of time.
So for years, me and Chris, I don't know how long we've been filming, since I was, what, 15?
Long time.
I'm now 21, okay? So for a very long time, I've been asking Chris to find me a box that doesn't move, slide, fall down, rip, you name it, I've had box problems. And when I say box, I mean Hockey Jock. If you're a hockey fan or a hockey player, you know what I'm talking about. Probably the most important part of your kit, in my eyes anyway.
Yeah, I mean, what your nuts worth to you?
Exactly, you know? So for a very long time, I've been asking Chris, and I've been on Chris's case, I need a good jock. I've had so many problems. I've had CCM jocks, I've had Warrior jocks, I've had the really old-fashioned yellow bower one. I know a lot of you are gonna know which one I'm talking about. That's quite a favorite, but I've had so many problems with the box moving, it slides, and when I say box, I mean the actual cup part of the jock. It slides, it moves. Obviously, that's just not good. If we don't want a box that moves, you want a box that stays and protects. And we actually found one. I was starting to lose hope that I weren't going to find one, but with this box here, the Diamond MMA box, I don't know if you can see it or whether I'm holding it too low, but this box, not only is it comfortable, it doesn't move, and it's very, very protective. It looks a bit strange, it's got a load of straps on it, but that's what helps it stay in place. And Chris was very, very like, oh, I don't know about the straps. Once it's on, it is very, very comfortable, and you don't even know that it's there most of the time. The only slight problem is, it's a little bit hard to get on.
It's tight to put on.
You've got
straps.
Yes, you've got to make sure they're in the right place, they're comfortable. The only problem you'll have, if you've got a big bum, the waistband will slide a little bit, but that is it. And when I say waistband, I just mean this little bit at the back of the box will slide down your bum a little bit. But this part, the cup that actually protects your nuts, doesn't move. It stays there, it holds. I've been hitting the nads a few times, and you know, it does its job, and it does it good. I've not had any problems. I've worn it for what, maybe 2-3 months now? And so far, there's not one tear, not one sign of it going anywhere. It's still very stretchy. The Velcro is also still very, very good. There's no wear and tear on that, because I've had a lot of issues with that too. It's an all-round, really good box. And main thing, it's comfortable. Most boxes, if they work, they're not that comfortable. Do you know what I mean? They're either too tight and it's digging in, or it's in the wrong place, or the waistband's all the way down to your thighs. It's comfy, it's protective, and you don't even feel it. This will be my jock for the foreseeable future, and hopefully for a very, very long time, because this box is unlike any other box I've used throughout my 13 years of playing hockey.
Now, of course, if you want more information on these, there'll be a link down below in the video description, so you can go to Diamond MMA and pick one of these up. If we can get hold of a discount code from Diamond MMA, we'll do that. And also, if we can do a giveaway of these, I think that would be a great way to be able to get these in some of your hands so you can see what they're like. A link for that will also be down below in the video description. But a big thank you for watching this, guys. If you want more information on these types of products, or you want us to feature more content on protective gear in hockey, let us know and we'll start rolling out those videos too. But thanks for watching. Thank you for Diamond MMA for making this video possible. All the links will be down below in the video description that you need, and take care till next time.